For our next topic, we're going to look at the modify statement. Now, the modify statement is like a combination of the insert statement and the update statement. You can use it to either insert a brand new record or modify an existing one. But in general, you want to use the insert and update statements where you can. Don't be lazy and always try and use the modify statement. The insert and update commands offer greater clarity to those people reading your code, and it's clear to you when you're writing your code. You know exactly what the code is doing. Now, there are times when you have to use the modify statements, because sometimes you will be writing code that either has to insert or update a record, depending on certain situations, and the modify statement is fine to use in that regard. So let's have a look now what the modify statement looks like, and I'm sure it'll be of no surprise to you. It follows the similar syntax of the other statements. So again, I'm going to copy some code. And we'll first of all take a look at the basic syntax. Oops, shouldn't have double clicked. And this is it. A simple modify zEmployees. And as with the other statements, this will use the header record of the internal table. But we do not want that. We want to use the work area. So our modify statement looks very similar to the others, where we will modify our table, zEmployees, from our work area. Now, when the modify statement is executed, the primary key fields from your work area will be checked against those records held in the table. If a record exists, that record will be updated with the contents held in your work area. If the record doesn't exist, then a new record will be inserted at the end of the table. And as with the other statements, if the modify statement is unable to execute either of these two tasks, the sy sub rc field will return with a value of 4. But if it's successful, it will contain a value of 0. So let's go ahead and let's stick with this theme and actually call this guy Northmore. First name of Peter. So this should update the existing record. Change this to modified. Now put on a new line. And then what we will do we will look at the second scenario where the record doesn't currently exist, so it should insert a record. These are really bad names I'm choosing, but never mind. Here we go. So let's recap the code. Tell you what, let's do what I should have been doing anyway. Insert the clear statement. There we go. So now we'll recap. So the program will insert a record first, 06. It will then update 06 with the surname and forename. Then we will get to our modify statement, where because we are using the correct key, the action performed will be the same as the update. We will update the surname and forename. Then we'll come down, do the modify again, but this time, because it's a unique key, a brand new key, we're going to add a new record. So let's do a syntax check. We'll pretty it up first. Yeah, syntax. Then we'll activate. Let's check our data in the other session. We'll get rid of 06 first. Refresh. Oh, it's already refreshed. So we've got to 05. So let's debug our code. F8. And now we will step through. There's our insert statement. Everything is good. Do a quick refresh. There's our record, Mr. Westmore. Now we will do the update. Change his name to Eastmore and Andy. Everything is good with the SY sub RC. Let's do a refresh. There's Eastmore. And now we get on to our modify statement. We'll do the modify. SY sub RC is 0, so everything is good. Do a refresh. We've changed to Northmore and Peter. And the last one, this is where we'll do the modify statement again, but it should insert a brand new record. So we've executed the clear statement. It's wiped everything out. Generating our brand new record. Modify. SY sub RC 0. Write out the success statement to the report. Do a refresh. And there's our brand new record. Let's move on.